Hi, boys and girls, Mrs. Clark here. Today in math, we are going to be learning about even and odd numbers. Let me go ahead and get started by asking you guys a question, really important question. How many shoes are in a pair? Well, I know I have a shoe for the right foot and a shoe for the left foot, so I'm going to say two. What other things come in pairs? Go ahead and take a moment to see if you can come up with a few ideas of things that come in pairs. Here are a few of the things that I came up with that come in pairs: shoes, socks, boots, earrings, shoelaces, gloves, eyes, lungs, and wings. Did you come up with any other ideas? I've come up with a list of items that come in pairs and some items that do not come in pairs. So, like I mentioned before, shoes come in pairs. I get two shoes when I buy new shoes. Socks come in pairs. Well, because I have 2 feet, I need two socks. Earrings come in pairs. I have 2 ears, so I need 2 earrings. Gloves for my 2 hands, lungs to breathe with, and eyes to see with. There are some things that do not come in pairs. For example, a crown that a queen or a king wears. A shirt. I only wear one shirt at a time. A tree. A tree. I see one growing right outside my window. Pencil. I write with one pencil at a time. A car. I ride in one car at a time. And a cheeseburger. I'm only eating one cheeseburger. So here are a list of things that come in pairs and things that do not come in pairs. Let's go ahead and continue talking about even and odd numbers. I'm going to use these red markers to help us understand even and odd. Okay, so I am putting several red markers on a tens chart. And then I'm also going to put some red markers on another tens chart. Okay, do one more. All right, when you look at both of these boxes, I can see that there are 6 markers in the first box, and I can see that there are 5 markers in the second box. One of these boxes is even, while the other box is what we call odd. So one has an even number of markers, and the other box has an odd number of markers. Hey, if I'm looking at the even number, I'm going to try to find the one that I can match a partner with each one of the dots. So if I take these two could be partners, these two could be partners, and these two could be partners. So my even box is this one. Okay? The other one is going to be considered odd. If I start matching up markers and trying to give each of them a partner, then that is not going to work really well, because if I match these two, yes, they are partners. If I match these two, yep, they are partnered up. But look what happened. This marker here was left all alone without a partner. So that's why we're going to say that this number is odd. So 6 is an even number and 5 is an odd number. Here we see a list of numbers that are considered to be even numbers and odd numbers. I've also added in a 0 to the even number side and a 1 to the odd number side. Okay, so if I have 0 objects, then it's equal. So we consider 0 an even number. If I have 2 objects, Each of them can be split evenly into two different groups, and that's what makes them even. There's one on the left side and one on the right side. If I have 4 objects, again, I can match those objects up to give them each a partner. And also I can divide this group into 2 different groups, and each of the groups have the same number on each side. The left side has 2 and the right side has 2, and that makes 4 an even number. If I have 6 objects, I can give each of those numbers a partner, and those objects can be divided equally. So each of the 3 groups has 2 inside of it. So that makes 6 an even number. Let's look at a few of the numbers on the right side that are not all in pairs. So if I have 3 objects, I cannot easily divide these 3 objects into 2 equal groups. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the partner way. Can I give each of these a partner? Well, these 2 objects could be partners, but look, this one is left out. So we're going to say that it's an odd man out, and we're going to say that 3 is an odd number. Let's look at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there a way to divide these into equal groups? Well, I could put 3 in this group and 2 in that group. Would that be equal? No way. So I cannot divide these into equal groups at all. If I try to buddy these objects up, 4 of the objects would have a partner, but then there's the odd man out. So we're going to say that 5 is an odd number. So our even numbers are 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 10, looking in the ones place, has a 0 in it. So we're going to say 10 is an even number as well. The numbers that are odd are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Let's look at an example in our math journal. I am looking at number 2 on today's page that we are going to be working on, which is page 7. So looking at number 2, I see that there are many dots on a tens frame, and they want to know how many dots are there. For example, they showed you this one here, it has 9 dots and it's odd. Well, first of all, I have to count my number of dots. So I'm going to go ahead and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have the number 12, okay? Now, I also need to determine if this number is odd or if it's even. Can I match these dots up with partners, or can I not do that? I know that by looking at the number in the ones place, I can determine if the number is even or odd. The number in the ones place is a 2. Is 2 an even number or an odd number? If we're not sure, we can buddy these up and see if everyone has a partner. Okay, looks like all of those have a partner. Let me buddy these up. Okay, all of them have a partner, so this must be an even number because there's no other dots left out. Everyone has a partner, so that's called an even number. Let's say that I have a number like 3,464. And my teacher wanted to know if that was an even number or an odd number. Well, would you want to draw 3,464 dots? I know I wouldn't. So, in order to find out if this number, this very large number, is an even number or an odd number, the only number we really need to focus on is that number in the ones place. The number that is in the ones place is a 4. Well, I can draw 4 objects pretty easily, so I'm going to do that. Okay, do each of my 4 objects have a buddy? Why, yes, they do. So I'm going to say that this big long number, 3,464, is an even number. And the only number that I had to look at was the number in the ones place. So again, boys and girls, to summarize, even numbers, all right, E for even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, let me also include 0. Those are our even numbers. Odd numbers, I'm going to write a big O for odd. Odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. All right, boys and girls, today you are going to work on page 7, and you're going to find the number, and you're going to tell me if that number is even or odd. Good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, boys and girls.